guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have added quite a few pieces to my wardrobe that I wanted to show you. I am working with Quince on this video. A big thank you to them. You guys know how much I love luxury fashion, but what I love more is being able to mix and match pieces in my wardrobe so that I don't always feel like I'm wearing the same thing. We get bored, we want to change things up, and I feel like the best way to do that is to be able to start from the bottom up and to start with some basics, and then you can always throw them on with some other more like logo heavy pieces or just some things that maybe are a little trendier. I like having pieces that I've had in my wardrobe for a really long time, pieces that I can depend on, pieces that I know will go with everything, pieces that fit me really well. And that is definitely where Quince comes in. I have been a longtime partner of theirs, and I have been continuously impressed with the quality, the pricing of their clothing, and how their selection has grown so much over time, yet has been able to really stick to basics, and I love it. So the fall transition season is upon us. It is still really warm here. I'm here in Las Vegas. It is August. It is very warm here, but I am starting to think about when those cooler temperatures will start to roll in. And if you do any shopping, you will notice that fall clothing is starting to drop. Fall winter collections are starting to appear online and in store. And so it just gets me thinking. So I've curated a bunch of pieces that I love from Quince that I think fall into this fall transition territory. And I've said this before on my channel, I really love transition dressing because it's a great time to mix and match and get really creative with your outfits. For me, transition dressing, going from winter into spring, summer, and then summer into fall, winter. It's a great time to layer. It's a really great time to mix and match pieces, like wear a cotton sweater, but with some shorts. It's also a really great time to play around with like some standard silhouettes, but in different materials. So for example, what I have on, this is their Mongolian cashmere tee. So we've got a basic tee silhouette. Normally it would just be like in a cotton interlock, but this is in a knit cashmere. And so of course it's going to be a little bit warmer, it's a little bit fuzzier, it is a little bit denser than a typical t-shirt, but it's so nice for those evenings that are going to be coming up where it's getting a little bit cooler at night. So I'm wearing the color Ivory, and it does come in 11 different colors. So kind of depending on what you decide you need in your wardrobe. But I love pieces like this because it's just a little bit more elevated than a typical t-shirt, but it's still really great for layering if you want to put like a light jacket on over this, or if you want to wear this as part of a sweater set and throw like a cardigan on. It's just really great. And the fact that it's cashmere, it makes it so light. It is so soft. I wish you guys could reach through the screen and feel how soft this is. So this is in Ivory, and I did also get it in black because black, I mean, it goes with everything. I mean, there's not much I can say about black that you don't know, but it goes with everything, especially in my wardrobe. And I am confident that out of all of the colors that they have available, you will find something that will be like a nice base, a nice foundation for your wardrobe. I also love this long sleeve knit. Now this looks kind of like a long sleeve tee, but it is knit, and it is a cotton viscose blend with a touch of cashmere, and that touch of cashmere just makes this so soft, so luxurious. But the cotton keeps it really light, really breathable, less warm than something, say, that's 100% cashmere. The viscose gives it this nice kind of drape, almost like a silky kind of drape. So it's really lovely. And I do have the cashmere tees. These are in a size medium. I wanted something just a little bit closer fitting so that I could layer it. I could wear it underneath jackets and blazers very easily. But because this is a long sleeve tee, I kind of pictured wearing this with pants, jeans, or whatever, kind of alone and on its own. And so I did get a size large. And I think for me, if you use me as size reference, I am 5'5". It is a little bit on the longer side, which I'm realizing is really going to be great if I want to tuck it in. And this is thin enough to tuck in fairly easily. So I do like that it's a little bit on the longer side. And I do really like this fiber blend. It's like a little bit of everything with the cotton and the viscose and the cashmere. Like you get a little bit of the practicality from cotton, the drape from the viscose, the luxury from the cashmere. It's really a great, great piece to add into your wardrobe. So I have this in black, but because this is such a popular item, there is heather gray that's left, like a heather charcoal, a very dark, rich gray, which is amazing. I see online that all of the sizes are still available, but that's the only color that's left online. And you guys know I love a chunky cotton sweater because it always reminds me of New England summers. So I did get this 100% organic cotton boyfriend sweater. It is like the ultimate staple. Goes perfectly with like khakis, with linen pants, with jeans. It layers perfectly over button downs, other tees. And I do have this in charcoal in size medium, and it does come in 7 colors. Of course, I'll link to everything down below in my description box, just FYI. But I love a good cotton sweater. I always imagine wearing this like bonfire on the beach, or like riding my bicycle early in the morning and going to the market. Pieces like this are always so nostalgic to me, but they're also just really, really practical. I feel like in my wardrobe, as you guys know, I have a ton of like midi length skirts. This would pair perfectly with one of my like nylon pleated skirts or one of my cotton poplin midi skirts with the elastic waist. Such a great like brunch or lunch outfit, or just like hanging out with the girls. I love easy pieces like this. And another great chunky cotton sweater. Look at this Johnny collar striped sweater. Again, I just picture like a New England summer hanging out at Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket. Or when I lived in New York, I spent a lot of time on Fire Island, riding my little bike around, pulling my little red wagon around. I picture sweaters like this, again, with like jeans, jean shorts, or even like a nice layer to throw on over like my workout outfit if I'm on my way to the gym and it's a little bit chilly in the morning. I don't know, I feel like this will look great over black shorts as well. So it has a slightly cropped silhouette, and Quince has this available in 6 different like color options. Some are striped, some are solid. I just really like the pairing of this Johnny collar and these really bold stripes. And you guys know me, I love my button front shirts. I just think they're probably the most versatile type of clothing in my wardrobe. I feel like obviously you can wear it alone, you can wear it underneath pieces. I love wearing button front collared shirts underneath like crew neck sweaters, and just having that collar like popping out with a little bit of like a contrast color. And moving here to this very warm climate that I live in, what I've noticed is a lot of people will wear shirts like this, kind of like a jacket, even though it is very clearly just a shirt. But it's really nice to throw this on over a t-shirt if you feel like the t-shirt maybe just, is a little bit too casual. It's really great as a shacket, if you will. So I love these. Now the white one I have in size medium, and then the green one I have in size large, because I wanted to just show you guys like, how oversized the large is. I think the medium is plenty oversized. It gives that kind of like boyfriend shirt look. But if you do want to layer it or wear it as a shacket, or if you like, like really billowy, generously sized tops, I would go for a large. Again, if you use me as size reference. And I did also want to mention that there's no shaping to these particular button front shirts. I have other Quince shirts that are a little bit more, I would say, like for suiting. They have like the darts at the waist. They're a little bit more shapely. These are just a lot more casual. There's no shaping at all, straight up and down. The yoke across the back is straight across, and then you just have one breast pocket on the side there. So really like these. These, again, just so versatile. Jeans, black pants, black shorts, like whatever you want. These are the ultimate versatile piece for your wardrobe foundation. And since it is still very, very warm here, it is still the summertime, I thought I would grab some linen elastic waisted pants. These are so good. They're so comfortable. I'm actually currently wearing the black pair, and the black pair and the olive pair that I have are the same style. These are the tapered leg linen pant. They have these pockets in the front. They're almost like an apron style pocket. They're not exactly patch pockets, but they're visible, and they have like a little bit of a drape there. Really cute, a lot of fun. The white ones that I have are a little bit different. They don't taper as much. They have slit pockets on the side, and then they do have a back patch pocket. No back pockets on the tapered leg one. I will say, I thought that the only difference would be, you know, a little bit of that styling, or the pocket placement, the pocket style, and then the leg. Obviously, these would be tapered. The white ones are not tapered, but there is a little bit of a fit difference, basically across like the hip area. The not tapered leg, I find just a little bit tighter across the hip. So if you want to keep that like looser kind of look and feel to these linen pants, I would say, again, if you use me as size reference, the medium in the tapered leg ankle pant, perfect. They fit perfectly, super comfortable. I can like, you know, bend down, sit down, do all the things, and it doesn't pull. These white ones, I have a medium, and I do feel like because they are linen, they are going to stretch a little bit, so they will be fine. But upon like first try on, they were a little bit kind of snug across that like hip kind of crotch area. So I just wanted to mention that if you feel like maybe proportionately your hips are a little bit wider, or if you just like a little bit of room across that area, I definitely do, you may want to size up. But in the summertime, I just love a good linen pant. And I absolutely love this martini olive color. It's so good. So, so good. So anyway, those are the linen pants, non-tapered, tapered leg. Again, I will link to everything down below. And since this is the season for layering, I thought I would get some light jackets that I could wear, you know, as it gets cooler in the mornings and the evenings. So I got the Organic Comfort Chore Jacket, and this is in the color olive. As you guys can tell, I really enjoy the color olive. But again, we're talking about basics, and I know olive is going to work in my wardrobe, and I'm very confident that you will find a color, if olive isn't it, you know, black, white, grays, or whatever, but then like what that little pop is, if it's navy, or maybe like a burgundy, or camel, or brown, or something like that, I'm sure you'll be able to find like your little pop of basic color in the Quince lineup. But anyway, this is in olive, and I just love these like chore work jackets. They remind me of barn jackets that I loved in high school going into college. I felt like everyone had a barn jacket. So this has a little bit of stretch. It's 97% cotton, 3% spandex. So it has that little bit of give, that little bit of comfort. I have size medium, and it's just perfect. It is just perfect for everyday wear. It is perfect for that little bit of layer. If you, again, it's a little bit chilly in the mornings and in the evenings, and it's great to just like throw on. It's great to fold up and throw into a bag because it's not that thick. It's not going to take up that much room. And it's got these 3 patch pockets in the front. One is a breast pocket. It's got a nice shirt collar, 5-button closure, and then you've got like a shirt cuff closure on the sleeves here. Really nice. I just love pieces like this that are casual but put together and super comfortable. And then check out these open blazers. I was really curious about them, and I love them because they're a blazer. They've got the notch lapels there. They're open, so really easy. They've got those patch pockets in the front. But I just love that they're a knit, so they are really squishy, really stretchy, super comfortable, but they're a blazer. So it's just a really great layering piece. I think it, you know, is going to elevate, let's say, a fairly casual outfit into something that is, you know, a little bit more like going out ready, a little bit more than the chore jacket, because it does have that blazer styling. But it's a knit, so it's just really easy to wear. So again, I have size medium, and this is in black and this is in ivory, but I love this alternative to a straight up cardigan. You guys know I have a ton of cardigans. I love cardigans. I just love the idea of being able to slip something on like a jacket instead of having to pull it over. And this is such a nice, like, elevated version of a cardigan. And I don't know if you guys have checked out the Quince site lately, but it has blown up. So not only do they have incredible basics for men and women, they do also have a nice small selection for pets. They have lighting, they have jewelry. You know, one of my favorite handbags is from Quince. They have shoes. I mean, they have so much. And when I went on my cruise, I took my new Quince check-in large luggage. It was so perfect. It fit everything so well. So I decided to try out their compression packing cubes. I am going on another trip very soon, so you will see these in action, but I just wanted to show you what this looks like. This is in the color beige, and one set comes with 6 different cubes. So this is the largest size, and then we've got the next size down. We've got one that's square, one that's more rectangle, and then this little size. And I was so curious about these compression packing cubes, because if you guys have caught any of my Pack With Me videos, I do have packing cubes, but they're not these compression ones. So I don't know if you guys are aware of these compression packing cubes. What you do is you expand the whole thing, right? And then it's got a lid. The lid is what zips closed. So this is what a normal packing cube would look like. But the compression ones have this additional zipper which kind of scrunches everything closed and really gets the air out. I do also have vacuum bags, but I really wanted to try these because this just seems easier than having to bring my little like vacuum to suck all the air out of those bags. So anyway, I thought I would try out these compression packing cubes from Quince because I was so happy with their luggage. I thought, why not? And of course, per Quince, the price was right. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. A big thank you to Quince again for working with me on this video. I really don't know where my wardrobe would be without all of these basics from Quince. I feel like at least once a day I'm throwing on something from Quince to pair with something else in my wardrobe, to wear together, to pack on trips. I just love their pieces so much. So everything will be linked down below in my description box, and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I will see you in my next video.